Well, there you have it, folks. The secret is out. We went whale watching. If you told me 5, even 2 years ago that I would go whale watching and have the time of my life, I'd call you a liar, because I would never have chosen to whale watch. However, Macy's birthday, her one desire in the entire world, just to see a whale. So I hoped, I prayed, I wished, and behold, we saw several whales. Or maybe the same whale several times. Either way, we're unsure, but whales were seen. So let's rewind a little bit. We got on this boat. It was rather small. I believe there were 6 of us, not including the person driving the boat. Perhaps a captain. It felt like too small of a boat to call him a captain, but we'll call him Captain. We get on, and it's slow at first, and I'm like, cool. This is super chill. This is great. I had to go to the bathroom before we got on the boat. The public restroom had no doors on the stalls. I was not about to drop trowel in front of all of America. I held it thinking, you know what? I can hold it for several hours. It ended up working out for me. Thank God. But I'm having to go to the bathroom. I'm just painting you the scene. We get onto the boat. We're chill. And then all of a sudden he's like, all right, we're out of this certain area. It's time to speed it up. And it is the choppiest water. It reminds me of when we went jet skiing for my bachelor party, which was a tragic time. I don't know that I've shared it with you. 2 wedding rings were lost. Someone's foot was broken. Lots of jet skis flipped over. And all the trauma from that just flooded back into my mind as we're going like this on the boat. And I was like, bro, if I fall into the water right now, I think I might just give up. The guy said there's life vests, but I'm not trying to find one. I cannot handle it. For those of you who do not know, I do not enjoy the water. I do not enjoy being wet. And the first question everyone asks, well, what about showers? I'm like, bro, you have to shower to live and to not be disgusting. Shower water, fine. Love showers. But choosing to submerge myself into water, into this body of water, it's not me. It's just not me. Never has been. when I took swimming lessons as a kid, never wanted to put my head in the water, just never was about it. Probably goes back to trauma when, I almost drowned as a child. But that's here nor there. I'm not looking to work through any trauma today. I'm just stating the facts. Don't love the water. So we're out there. I'm thinking about this, and then I kind of get used to it. Then the captain says, hey, this is going to be a long ride. And it was like 40 minutes out to where we were going to go look at the whales. And the water's just getting choppier and choppier. And I'm thinking to myself, okay, like I get it. Do you ever start eating food and you're like, okay, like I get what it tastes like. I want to be done now. I don't know if anyone else can relate, but I felt that way. I was like, okay, cool. Like I get it. We're on the water. It's bouncy. It's cool. It's awesome. I've seen the blue, the sky, the ocean, some birds around here. I get it. I'm ready to be done. But the task at hand was to find a whale. So I had to swallow whatever feelings I had inside. I had to swallow whatever digestive issues I was having inside because we had to see a whale. We continue on and we see dolphins. I did not realize how magical it feels to have dolphins swimming on either side of you, just leaping. Dolphins are so cool. I didn't realize I liked dolphins so much. They were like 4 feet away. I felt like if I just reached my hand out, it would have bit it off. That's how close it was. But it was just this magical moment, as you saw in the video, these dolphins all around me. So we continue to set sail, and we finally get to this area, and I look off into the distance as we're going, probably 40 miles an hour. It felt like we were going very fast. And I see this big come out of the water, and I was like, yo, that kind of feels like a whale. So I pointed. And the captain's like, great job, you found one. So Captain Ahab and I, and everyone else on this boat, we cruised over. And the whale was there. And Macy saw her whale. And it made me so happy to see how happy she was. The smile on her face, I've only seen maybe a handful of times. The pure joy in her eyes. The last time I remember that look was our wedding day. There's probably other times between now and then. But it felt like a magical moment for her. So then we're just chasing whales around, finding out a bunch of information about whales and all this stuff. And it was so much more entertaining than I thought it would be. It reminded me so much of bird watching or hunting, if you will, where it sounds like such a boring, mundane task, but it's the hunt. It's the thrill of the hunt, just trying to find it. It's like playing I Spy, and all you see is blue. And then all of a sudden, boom. There's a whale. These things have to be huge. Didn't get to see their little eyes or their face. I believe the ones that we saw were fin whales. Don't know really what that means. Here's a picture of what a fin whale looks like. That sucker was swimming around me. Could have just eaten me. Could have been Jonah in the whale from the Bible. But we weren't. I thought about that too. I was like, yo, could I live in a whale's stomach? No, there's probably not any Wi-Fi. Don't want that. Anyway, we find our whale. And we're out there for a few hours. It's a great time. Me, being a dummy, it was cold, but I didn't realize how hot it was. It's just cold because we were going so fast and we're on the water, but the sun's beating down on me, so you can kind of see some redness on me. I got sunburnt, and I've only been sunburnt one other time that I really recall, and it was a sad time. I was in elementary school, got invited to the cool kids pool party, and I already don't like water, but I was like, no, these are the cool kids. This is how I get to be cool in elementary school. I'm going because we're going to swim, and then High School Musical 3 comes out. Maybe it was High School Musical 2. So we go to the pool party. I'm hanging, no sunscreen, because I got no experience in the water. And so my face is burning as we're watching this High School Musical debut on the Disney Channel. And then later that day, my entire face peels off. So that's how I started my first day of school, whatever grade that was just a peeling face. It was so embarrassing. It was disgusting. And I should have leaned on that experience going into this. I don't think my face is going to peel off, but it reminds me of that time. Those dark, maybe not dark, maybe too much light, that light time. Nonetheless, we're coming back, and we were up in Orange County doing all this, and it was the most Orange County boat ride back. What do you mean by that, you ask? Check it. We're cruising, and then we're slowing down, and I'm like, okay, cool, we're going to see something cool. And then Captain Ahab is just pointing out these houses and being like, yo, that house, 70 mil. That house right there, 40 mil. That house, 30 mil. And I'm just like, this is the most Orange County thing ever. Like, look at how expensive this piece of property is that we're in the ocean looking at. Like, if I'm in the ocean, I could not care less about the houses on the beachfront. I want to be in the ocean. I want to see the birds. I want to see what's going on. It was just so funny to me. It just tickled me pink. My face is still pink from being tickled, in fact. So cruise back, and we're in the last stretch. We're about to be done. I'm like, yes, I can go to the bathroom. I'm so excited. And then this dude starts doing donuts where it's like if I tip over just a little bit, I'm going to be in the ocean and I'm going to be eaten by all the whales. I did not like that. Everyone else thought it was fun. I don't like roller coasters. I know I sound like the worst person ever, but I hated every second of those donuts. He did it to the one side, so I was on the top, and I was like, all right, cool, we're safe. Then he did it to where I was the closest to the water, and I was like, nah, dude, I'm done. Get me off this thing. So we finally get back. I find the bathroom. It's closed, out of order. So I have to hold it until we drive home, which was a solid 40 minutes. Then I was able to feel relief, be happy. The moral of this story, despite all my sorrows, is that my wife was able to see her whale. She is no longer Captain Ahab herself, searching for her white whale, or fin whale in this case. She has seen her whale. It was honestly a 10 out of 10 time. I would highly recommend going whale watching. Never thought those words would come out of my mouth. Whale watching was a great time. Wear sunscreen. Don't wear sunglasses. Wind just gets right up in your eyes. But it was a great time. I think the dolphins were the highlight for me, I'd say. The dolphins and just seeing how happy Macy was. Those were the highlights for me. All of this to say it was a great time. Happy birthday to my wife. The first birthday as a married couple, which is cool. Roll Tide. If you did make it to the end of the video, shout out to you. Thanks for watching the vlog. It was a great time. Had so much fun. I hope you enjoyed the lows and the highs of this video, the roller coaster that it was. And I'll see you next time.